Well, happy Wednesday from beautiful Portage, Alaska, on a bit of a prayer walk here. And it's wet, it's rainy, but my jacket's doing the trick, my hat's doing the trick. But let me show you some of this, what I get to deal with here. Just look at this, gorgeous. Not a bad view. And even though it's wet and rainy, I wanted to walk through a little bit. You know, many of you have been seeing my videos about this ghost mode and all that. And the reality is I wanted to give a little bit of information as to what that's all about. So I wrote a book because a number of months ago, I personally was going through some things just in my own life, my own walk with God, kind of vocation and all that kind of stuff, coming out of the winter months and all that kind of stuff. And in so doing, sadly, there was just a desire to kind of just like run away from things. And it wasn't helped by the algorithm, meaning there was a bunch of like videos on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm sure that some of you, especially the guys, have probably seen this before, where the conversation's like, disappear for 30 days and become a master at AI, or, you know, disappear from, you know, life for 6 months and become this master, you know, jujitsu, or this, that, or the other thing. It's just like, man, that sounds so awesome. You know, a number of my colleagues have taken sabbaticals. You know what I mean? It's like who gets to do that? Like, that's awesome. I mean, if you get to take a sabbatical and you've got the time and energy to be able to, you know, like disappear from life for a period of time and, you know, go and eat clean and all these kinds of things, I think that's rad. Like, go do it if you can. But the reality is, what about the rest of us that can't? What about those of us that have kids and job and work and all these different things, and we don't have the luxury of being able to just disappear for 30 days, disappear for 60 days, disappear for 90 days. And that got me thinking about, first of all, I was kind of angry that people are even having these conversations, that's even, you know, maybe a little angry, not necessarily at people, but just angry with this idea that people can do that. You know, I'm not in that position. And so what do we do? What do I do if I'm in a position where really it'd be nice to go ghost? It'd be nice to not have to, you know, deal with drama and stuff in my life for a period of time so that I could then deal with it. But that's not reality. And so that's why the book is titled Ghost Mode in Plain Sight. Let me pause because I got to show you this. This is what's called Willowa Lakes. Again, just look at this, guys. Look at this. This is why we put up with 9 months of snow and cold, because it's pouring down rain right now, and this is awesome. I mean, think about what this place is like when it's nice. But yeah, who has the time to do that? Nobody does. Nobody has the time to do that. And so in this process, I came up with a way for somebody to go ghost mode in plain sight, which is what the book is called. Which it's a way to not abandon your post while still being able to deal with some of the challenges in your life, still being able to give, love, and serve your family, And yes, in some areas you're going to have to pull back because that's just the way that it is. But you're pulling back strategically, not just, I'm out, forget it. And so I hope that helps. I know my brother reached out to me, was like, wait a second. You're telling people that they have to go ghost, but at the same time you're telling people to not go ghost. What are you talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about. Because there's got to be a way that men like you, men like me, can pull away from the trappings and the worries and all the craziness of this life and still put ourselves in a position where we're still dealing with these things that are going on in our life. And so I came up with a system. It's very biblical. So maybe it's not even me that came up with it. I just kind of like figured it, put it into practice in my own life. And so that's what this book is all about, Ghost Mode in Plain Sight. So anyway, all that to say, that's what all these videos are about, is me kind of teasing a bit about what's going on in the book, the different chapters, the different points and different things like that. All right, I'm in a different position. I got to pause. You got to take a look at this. Little beaver hut right over there. There's Byron Glacier. Anyway, this is awesome. But that's what it's all about. But now I'm kind of exposed here, so I'm going to go to the other side and then I'll wrap up. So anyway, go to the link in my bio or head to ghostmodebook.com and get on the pre-launch where you're going to get a 3-day, what I'm calling a fire video challenge, where we walk through some of the core elements of this book, kind of some of the core teachings, and just to give you a little bit of a taste, and you can kind of get a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. But anyway, that's Ghost Mode in Plain Sight. That's the reason for this, all the videos and everything. I'm going to get out of this rain, and we'll see you guys on the other side.